Yeah. Yo. I don't have music playing because there's like 20 seconds left. So I don't want the NFL audio to come through. But, you know, here we are. SAP Super Bowl halftime show, etc. I've already got some of my notes and things here ready to rumble. But goddamn, are they really milking the time on this game? As if they don't have enough time to milk already. You know what I'm saying? You worried stream was canceled? Well, I two different times did the exclamation point title command, and then I have there's no music because I technically do actually have the game open because there's like 20 seconds left, but because we already reached 8 o'clock, I thought maybe people would be worried or something. So it's you can't hear anything, I can hear the game. Uh, I can also hear myself somehow. Oh, okay, I know why that's happening. But yes. So, uh, this is the weekly. We haven't, I'm gonna wait for the game to actually end before I do the run. But from what I saw, briefly looking at this list, kind of a lot of new things for me here, but self-ailment, unicorn, visitor strat is a thing, but I don't think otherwise you can't really self-unicorn unless I'm missing something. And then there's like level 3 starfish, Jersey Devil, something or other maybe. Maybe a Leviathan run. Um, Also, I guess just kind of like spawns slash enemy attacks. Oh my god, what a fucking stop by Gonzalez, dude. He's saving us this game. Oh, the Patriots aren't looking good, but oh my god, they almost just scored a touchdown without Gonzalez clutching up that defensive break. Holy moly. Oh my god, if he intercepted that. Whew. God damn. Bad Bunny's coming up. You don't know any of his stuff. I don't either. I do know that he just won like whatever it was, like best album or something. You know, a bunch of is chud's the right word? I don't actually know how the lingo works, but a bunch of people that opinions I probably do not have much value of. I imagine are gonna like protest or complain about it as if they didn't complain about almost every other like past Superman halftime show that wasn't a white guy. Um, or no, all of a sudden they like Snoop. They no guys, don't worry. They like Snoop Dogg now because he like does stuff with the Olympics and he's goofy, even though he killed a guy. Oh no, he's totally cool now though. Anyway, um, all right. There's like 10 seconds left. We're down 9-0. Not looking great. Not looking great. Leafy Gecko for self-ailment? Okay, hold on. Leafy Gecko. No, that's Leafy C. Give random Alice right there. Okay, yeah. Good call, good call. That one's like still kind of new to me. Leafy Gecko plus Visitor could work. Visitor's obviously a little bit safer, though you need to get it to like level 2 to really start working. But yeah, I thought the Kid Rock thing I thought I saw was like canceled or something. Did I misunderstand? Kid Rock? Halftime? Halftime? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, they got 6 seconds. They got the 6 seconds left, and then we'll start sapping. He's best friends with Martha Stewart, who's also a criminal, by the way. But for fraud, so it's not as bad, I guess. Or whatever it was. Wasn't it fraud or something? Okay, it's time. Let me turn the audio back on so that you guys will be able to hear things. OBS, let me find you. Then this button. And now let me see if you guys hear the music. It hasn't started yet, don't worry. It's loading. Everything's a little slow loading right now. Insider trading, of which Congress does millions more. Right up Trump's alley. There it is. There it is. Turn it a little down for me. You're playing Bad Bunny music. Nice. Not exactly. I would say not exactly there. Okay. Why bother attempting to like have the stream on the laptop to then try to like see it as we're going here? Might be a little too much. I don't know if the laptop can even handle it. I feel like the laptop's gonna fall asleep if I do that, but okay. Okay, this click. Weekly pack. Arena. Okay. All right. It's Super Bowl halftime. SAP Sunday special stream thing segment. We're here. It's a new weekly. Instead of the normal full stream, because my Patriots are in it, I have to, I'm skipping stream, but I'm still coming in through the halftime show to watch this, and not in protest of who's doing the halftime show. It's just the halftime's the best time to do this because I want to watch the game. Okay. Anyway, self-ailment, unicorn, leafy gecko, visitor, level 3 starfish, Jersey Devil something, my Patriots, Purtle craft. That's not what I mean. Don't. He shouldn't be getting into the Hall of Fame before Bill Belichick anyway, but that's a different story. Spawns, kind of, but not really like spawns, I guess. More like almost enemy attacks. You got the Black Rhino, which is, there's quite a bit of new stuff to me, or like stuff that's still semi-new in my mind. What was the other thing? Yeah, enemy attacks. Maybe you can do like the, what was the pushback? I don't know if there's not like a, like Rockhopper Penguin, and this thing would be cool with like a snake or something, but I don't think there's anything that benefits too much from that. So I don't know, there's not much defensive items as far as like armor, but we'll try this. New pet, sure. The visitor, yeah, alien visitor, yes. Elderly warriors, that's what the Patriots are looking like, because they're not looking so good. They ain't looking so good. Hold on, multiple shots. Damn. Or darn. Dare I say. Oh. Yeah, okay, chat, I'll do the text. Yes, you can use the promo code, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of commercials, since I guess that's kind of what we're thinking of this. Okay, I'll do this, probably not the cockroach though. Seagull Fig with summons could be fun. You can't wait for the streams you have planned where you eat every food and animal from Sap. I mean, you could have at least made it seem potentially real if you had just said food from Sap, but then you threw in animals? Come on. Come on. Oh my god, are you watching the Super Bowl commercials and this and that? I mean, they're there. Most of them are trash. There's gonna be a bunch of AI bull crap. Make the last perkless enemy silly and activate it. Perkless enemy. Push the button. I mean, this can get stats, which seems maybe better than this. Maybe. Although, if they got like red dragons and stuff, maybe. You know what? Because there isn't anything to majorly benefit from this, let's take the tree kanga. Let's take the tree kanga. Health is nice. I don't really want to. Okay, do this because then we'll bring the cockroach up. So then, yeah. Or I guess that's not what we're doing. We're doing the silly thing. So do it like this. Sure. I don't think I want to sell one of these. If the opossum was, I guess you could toad because of weakness and shooting as well. Just my instinct is to go with health here, but toad might be good too. Although there are a lot of people who are gonna run unicorn. I don't know. It should probably be toad. It should probably be toad. Let's be honest with ourselves. You eat a blueberry, then eat a tree kangaroo. What a dichotomy. I mean, that's a way to die choking on me. Something I noticed about, like leading up the past few days even, because I've been watching the other major sporting event that's better. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. The Olympics, the Winter Olympics have began. And I'm down for that. So, could do that too, but the Winter Olympics have began, and so I was seeing some commercials in between that stuff, and I'm not level 3 in you. Nah, I'm just rolling. Lindsey Vonn getting hurt again? I know, that was pretty brutal. There was like teasers for commercials that are gonna be in the Super Bowl. Has anyone else seen these? Multiple commercials that have been not actually the commercial, but a commercial for the commercial that would be on the Super Bowl. It's crazy. The world we live in is stupid. It was like, oh, watch the Super Bowl to find a commercial. It was crazy. Okay, self. Well, I guess not self, but I guess. I mean, if we're doing the spawn thing, none of these really make sense, but. I mean, Mothman Anyone Gains would have made sense. They will play that shit endlessly over the next year. Giga capitalism. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird situation we're in. By the way, the Patriots are not doing so well. Seattle's looking like the stronger team overall for sure. It's like both teams have quote-unquote good defenses, but theirs is better than ours. And their offense is getting some movement, and ours is basically getting none. That being said, the optimism of it would be that we have not given up a touchdown. It's only been 9 points, which is recoverable, but are people watching the Super Bowl for commercials? Oh yeah, that's been a long time thing. That's been a long time thing. I don't really remember when it kind of started. Am I filibustering? Yes, I am, because I don't know what to do here. Like, this combination of the spawns plus the shooting plus the weakness is good. Tree Kangaroo's just kind of randomly there. Which would I rather get rid of? Probably this one, I guess. I mean, the Unicorn, again, not actually good with anything we have, but if we get Leaf Gecko, which I've never ran, and or that Visitor, both of those would be good. And then I wouldn't feel bad about, like, shifting out of the spawn stuff, necessarily. I guess, you know, it'd be nice, a Cucumber. Damn. Cucumber would have been good. You know what? Increase sell value. That's not much of... You know what? That probably was not worth the money. Yeah, I mean, the Super Bowl, definitely people watch it for the commercials. But now that, like, with YouTube and everything, it's kind of almost like people will watch it for... People... When you didn't have the ability to easily watch the commercials after the fact, some people would maybe watch it for the commercials. But now, like, every year, it's part of the reason why Super Bowl commercials cost so much to, like, be in or pay for, or whatever, however you want to label it, is because there's gonna be super cuts on YouTube, or people will have their, like, what were the best commercials of the Super Bowl? So, like, it does pay back quite a... Ooh, 3 stats on that fella. Wait, did I make their deer spawn thing? Oh, that was so good. That was so good, the little tree kangaroo there. Okay. I do think it's time to get rid of you. I will do this. And I am looking for the gecko and or maybe I just get rid of that too. Toss that here. Get this here. Weaknesses abound, perhaps. Well, perhaps then I get rid of Toad. I do this. We're gonna do big tree kangaroo for some reason. I guess, yeah, I could. Oh. I mean, random is not necessarily the best thing to be doing, but it does make it so we can get 2 ailments. Granted, I guess we don't need 2 yet. You know what? Let's do this. This order looks questionable, I would say. This order looks questionable. I Show Speed was in one of the Super Bowl commercials. It was in the it was like for Facebook. Sorry, Meta. Oh, that's start of turn now. Interesting. Would I mean, if we got this level down, I would probably just get rid of, maybe I should just get rid of Tropical Fish. It's only +1. Guess get this involved, maybe? Okay. Yeah, I'll throw that out there right now. Yes. Okay, well, we got chances of things going on. A weird looking team. Ah. Okay, well, some things are happening for sure. We won. I don't even know what the skulls do. Oh my god, he's not even speaking English. Where is Ice? Oh, the halftime show. Well, I mean, I'm doing this. I gotta do this. Okay, level 2 on that is actually pretty good. And an octopus I would definitely change for the deer. Would definitely change that in. Honestly, I think I have high health and stuff. This could be a Leviathan position, but I mean, I do have high health and stuff. The double. Okay. I'll do that. Ailments are 2 times worse. Okay, well, I'm selling this. And then the question becomes, I mean, probably, this seems like it would make a lot of sense. This seems like it would make a lot of sense. This thing has a lot of stats, so I don't really want to get rid of it. But at the same time, it might make sense to get rid of it. Start a battle, make the last... Because people are going to start having perks on them. That is a bit of a problem, isn't it? So does that mean that they would take quad damage? Let's... What can I say? Except you're welcome. Let's try it. Let's try this. If we lose, we lose. It is what it is. Winter Olympics. I didn't really talk about that much of that yet. There is the Winter Olympics, I guess you would say. Oh, that paid off. The ski jumping penis gate. Insane phrase. I shouldn't have kept that frozen. Are you guys aware of this? Are you aware of this phenomena taking place? Apparently the ski jumper suits, they get measured at the beginning of the season. And they're supposed to be like, you know, relatively skin tight. And apparently some of them were, what does this do on level? To 6 pets? Holy moly. They were apparently, ooh. Injecting things into their member, to be bigger at the time of measuring, so that then during competition there would be extra empty space down there to act and like give more parachute effect, that the tiny percentages would make enough of a difference to potentially, you know, medal and other things. So that's a thing that happened. Johannes Klebo won the skiathlon. That doesn't seem great. Okay, all right, fair enough. He's potentially going to be the most winningest Olympian of all time, something like that. Or he's attempting to do that at the very least. Kind of feel like I because we got this leveled, and I guess I could have done this one, but something does. Is there a world? No, because we want this to get stats from that, so that's why we keep that there. I was thinking there's a world where you want. Anyway, let's keep this how it is. Level on the octopus would be nice for sure. One manticore and visitor should be triple, with Icky adding 100% and manticore doubling it to 200% extra. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know what there was sticky webs and there was a bunch of things happening there. We're unfortunately losing everything. Don't love that so much. Don't love that so much. We kinda, This leafy gecko, I think I may have been a mistake. Vampire bat would have been kind of cool on the team. I feel like it's probably not worth it now, but at the same time, I don't really want the level. Should I have just taken a rock hopper maybe, just to be random stats? Or Cerberus to be more attacks? That wouldn't have been crazy. I mean, it'll make a singular 12-12. I don't know how much of a difference that is really, but I'll take that. Give health, convert into attack. Unicorn to level 3 would be a big difference maker, for sure. What else has happened in the Olympics? Oh yeah, in general, you know, I like the Olympics as I do, but I was as I often do when watching sports in general, I was thinking about how I would like, in a different lifetime, this is what it really came down to. In a different lifetime, I could have seen myself being a cross-country ski type of guy. instead of a running type of guy, I guess. That's not really necessary. I mean, I guess I could have pancaked it. I don't think carrying makes a lot of sense right now. Is mana worth it? I'll throw mana on this. The carrots are adding up, to be fair. The carrots are adding up. Also enemy ailments, though. My guy's gonna get to shoot multiple times. What the hell was that? How did they spawn so many spiders for me? I don't know how the webs work. Alright, level 2 of that is pretty big difference. We're not probably level 3ing that, is what seems to be the case here. I think I do random YOLO this. A melon! At this point, well, that's interesting, because you can't really melon much. I guess that means you melon this at this point, because you're just, like, the kill and gaining health probably not worth it. We're not going level 3. Can go level 3 on the unicorn, though we're getting close to that anyway, but Lindsey Vaughn got really hurt again on her like first run or whatever, so that's a bit of a bummer. Webbed on Feint summons a spider up front for the enemy. I feel like we got this one. Oh my god, there was like 10 burn triggers or whatever the heck that was. That looked crazy. Okay, hold. Oh, for free? For free? You don't say? For free? We might be able to get there. We might be able to get there. That's interesting. I feel like that was not a great use of your... Whoa, do you see how many times that thing transformed? That looks so cool. That looks so cool when that happens. Octopus, not quite. Yeah, pancake to go for the win. Alright, sure. Let's see. That's gonna be a lot of trumpets. That is gonna be a lot of trumpets. Okay, but we're fine. Alright, look at that! Double amulet effects from the gecko being multiplied by the manticore is crazy. It does look wild. It does look wild when that happens. That was cool. Yeah, that was my first time geckoing. I do wish I got to, level 3 achievement it, but... Yeah, so doubles and then triples, or 4 times, so it like transformed in like 1,000. That was wacky as heck. That was wacky as heck. There are some good hits for the Silk Moth here. That would count. Just something that has 3 health, really. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on through my mind. And then there's been some track stuff. Winter Track has kind of started up as well. Cooper Lutenhouse of the USA broke the under 20 world record in the 600, even though he's like 17, and he broke the under 20 record. He's kind of nuts. Almost a world record in the 1,000 meters by the Spaniard, I believe. I can't remember his name, but that was impressive as well. Then we had the Nintendo Indie Showcase, which people are saying maybe the most boring Nintendo Direct Indie Showcase of all time. Other people are saying that. I'm kind of neutral. There was Resident Evil footage, I guess, which was something. Just sheep spawn tempo-y stuff is probably good. Push the health enemy. You were hoping Penis Skate was that athletes' measurements were leaked, but they would probably inject for that too. Yeah, no, that's not exactly how it went down. Do I want to just... We're more likely to keep this a little bit longer than anything else, so I guess I'll do that, and then I'll throw this at the back anyway, I suppose. Not that I really have I guess the need for level... This is like the one thing that as a level 3 cell pet you could do with the starfish. There's like almost no other times that would happen, but okay. Any Silksong news? Why do I feel like there was Silksong news? No, there wasn't Silksong news. There was Hollow Knight news. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 Hollow Knight edition thing, basically. Oh, it's start of turn. Damn. I thought it was like the old where I could buy it and then sell it. I don't really want that anymore, but whatever. I don't want to do the bat. Transform the nearest friend ahead into another pet from the same tier. There's not really transformed stuff happening. Copy after attack. Copy, but it works for both people. Start a battle. I guess I get no. I can't. No, I'm doing this. 2 free rolls next turn. I can't in my right mind. I don't really remember everything that happened in the indie showcase. Because, oh, damn, that was a nice push for them. But I think we might be okay. We are. There wasn't anything crazy. I guess one thing about the Nintendo Switch indie showcase stuff is, I guess this isn't really particular to the indie showcase and more like Nintendo Directs going forward, is like you really have to like lock in on what's happening, because so many people, when you like, even myself, I don't even remember all of the ones, but like they'll have logos that are like Switch 2, so they'll have like the logo for both of them, and it's like, oh, if it's the logo for both of them, that means that it'll be available on both of them. But then if there's one that's just the S2 or whatever, then that means it's only going to be on the Switch 2, and you kind of have to pay attention in a way that maybe you wouldn't potentially want to. Okay, I'll do that. I'm not gonna go for that one though. That's not gonna happen. I'm still standing by not going for... I do wish I went drop bear. I'll say that. I guess this is just straight up better. So I will take it. I will take that at the very least, but you know what? This can be in the front as a shoot slash maybe trade. Then this maybe can get a few things going, etc. so forth. I will say though, this Olympics is in Italy, which is a little annoying because time-wise, it's like really early in the morning. Into the middle of the day, which would kind of be fine for me, but the problem with that really is just that it's like impossible to watch anything live because NBC won't show any of it live, it feels like, which is kind of obnoxious. I think I'm gonna roll for levels for next turn is the idea here. Damn. Kind of need to keep these levels for our... Well, they're shooting a bit too here. Well, that's a big fella. Well, we do win. We are winning. I feel like my team is not particularly strong. Okay, that's a nice level to get. Doesn't really actually do anything yet. But I could level 3 the opossum for the 1 starfish trigger. For 1 starfish trigger, I could make it happen. I could make it happen. Jersey Devil. Until next turn? Wait, until next turn? Has it always been until next turn? Also, didn't this used to be like... No, it always was max 5, right? It just wasn't until next turn. That's less exciting now. I mean, we definitely could go to, like, ailments plus trying to shoot things, I guess. Would be shame if something had to happen in a different time zone. Crazy how things can happen outside your area. Ah, right, because you are in Europe. I see what you're saying. Isn't it like 2 a.m. for you or something crazy? I don't actually weakness anything. That's the awkward part here. I don't want to freeze both of these to roll, but I also don't really want. The bat doesn't do anything. We don't have the ailment stuff going on. Just throw it out there, I guess. Just throw it out there. It's 240 for you? That's crazy. Crazy. Okay, well, this team is definitely a team. Okay, level there is good. And we're looking for some ailments, I guess. Or who knows, maybe they can self-ailment themselves and then I shoot them. Ah, perhaps. Really would have rather you shot. Never mind, thank you for shooting the flycatcher. Thank you for that. Level. Well, that does work, so we should probably do that. I mean, it doesn't... We're gonna do less damage than it takes or whatever, but I guess we try that for now. Look for some more of that, perhaps. What else has been going on? Oh, one part about the Nintendo Showcase shenanigans was that in the Resident Evil footage, they, like, it was clearly over-edited from what the actual footage was that would be shown on, like, other streams, because every time that, like, you know, Leon or whatever the other girl character was about to, like, hit a zombie or something and blood would happen, it, like, cut. It cut or had, like, a really awkward zoom so you wouldn't see any blood. It did that, I swear, 4 or so times, and it just really stood out to me when I was watching it happen. Okay, well, I guess we just keep this a little bit in the sense that we are at 7 wins. God damn, they really could have. This needs to go. To be clear, this needs to go. Son of a gun. They really want me to do the drop bear. Okay, I think I will sell this to Visitor. I mean, I could have gone for Possum Achievement, but I guess my, what's the word I'm looking for here? I guess just being more reasonable, less yeah, just more like reasonable about what would probably work and what might not. Alright, we sniped their secretary bird. That's gotta be pretty good. Okay. That's gotta be pretty good. Okay, level. Free money, not bad. I mean, how stupid would it be to get rid of the dragon in order to do this? Because then these shots do double damage. Which seems a lot better than something that would do 6 damage, only doing 8 damage. Whereas this would do, right? Isn't that just better? Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy, but the drop error, yeah. I guess my thought was that it's another shot to the back, but when you think about it, that's what this is too. The game is back. I do see that the game is back, but I gotta get the run. I gotta do the sap for the people. I'm sacrificing my Super Bowl quality watching for the people at home here. Patriots do have the ball to start, and hope to God they make some action take place here. They look better than me, although we sniped their vampire before they did, so that kind of worked. Get that out of here. This. Star fruit. It's interesting. Probably okra, because okra's actually amazing armor. I will say, a little disappointing that this only works twice. I know it used to work like infinite, and it was probably just too good, but... Does their tomato get to happen? Their tomato did not get to happen, but they had like 1,000 more health than me for some reason. Damn, that almost was a perfect 10 win situation. That would have been nice. Would have been nice. I guess throw this in there. No, do this. This probably shouldn't even be there. That should be like here. Okay, alright. What do we got? That's a bit, well, okay, the okra saved us from alright, 10 wins. What's funny is that I basically went from having kind of random schmoes of sheep and a possum and 1 lynx, and then just completely went in on the ailment switch, and it worked. And it wasn't like I had to sacrifice a lot of health to do it either. Turn 12 win, only lost 1 health. I think I got a little bit lucky getting level 2 of the visitor quickly, but goddamn. Well, hopefully the Patriots can make a comeback. We'll see how that goes. My hopes aren't high, but you know what? I've been saying this all year. I was hoping we would get 1, maybe 2 rounds into the playoffs. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm already flying high. Flying so high, I got another 10 win streak started. God damn. Also, first drive did not look so good. Let me edit my notes here. Because there was other stuff that happened. Indie Showcase. Oh yeah, I should have talked about that, but okay, we can move that up there. Move that up there. Oh yeah, definitely gotta move that one up there. And I feel like there was another thing I wanted to touch on. Oh, streams for this week. What the hell did I do this week? The hell did I do this week? I did Pokepath. We did Endless Ocean. Did a demo or 2. And Sap. I don't know. I can't really remember the rest. All right, let's get going, as the game has already resumed. All right, we just got 2 10 wins. The Super Bowl has resumed after halftime, so we got to get this second session in right away. And well, I guess you could give health to the Mermal, but how about one of these? How about one of these? Seems fine. Let's be some wavy wigs. Why not? I didn't talk about what we did in stream in the past week in the first session of SAP here, so that's not looking so good. No, that's true. We did some Pokepath. I had to not have Wednesday stream, but I did a little Thursday bonus secret stream, which was some Pokepath TD. Then on Friday, did some Endless Ocean, a demo or 2, maybe some extended doles. Would I rather have 2 shots or an extra spook? That's a great question. That is a great question. I honestly don't know. But I'm gonna go with this. And put that there and run it like this. Not looking like a good day for Massachusetts. Nah, not looking great so far. We went like 3 and out, I think, after coming back in from the half. Shots are being fired. All right, we got the win. We got the win. I guess we're just taking stuff. We're gonna have a bunch of half levels, see if we can make something work. This should probably be back here. I almost, if we just look pathetic the whole Super Bowl here, I would definitely rather have just almost not been in it and just been in. Do I take the level early? I kind of have to, right? Unless I do that here. Kind of have to take one early at least. Would have rather just like lost in this first or second round almost, I feel like. But whatever, we'll see what happens. Knicks beat the Celtics today too? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's all over. That's a lot of stats. Alright, we got it, we got it. Oh, did you guys see the Overwatch thing? News, stuff, whatever you even want to call it? They're just renaming Overwatch 2 to just Overwatch, which is a decision. It's kind of weird. I know Double Deer, you're like, oh, it's almost leveled, but what if we just do the thing that's strong and ailment again, but also with Mothman this time? Probably have to keep the Bargus to start here to get Mothman triggers. And then I guess you almost kind of have to get rid of this. I don't... Push the back, give it +2/+2. I don't really need, like... This is better this turn. But that's because we just did 2 levels, and then the music stopped. Now it's back. They're fully abandoning PvE in Overwatch, so that's why it's just Overwatch? That's wild. Forget about it, it's over for in New England sports? Alright, I won't go that far. I haven't been paying too close attention to the Bruins, but I did see that our goalie fought another goalie, and goalie fights are always one of the hypest things in hockey just because it doesn't happen often. So at least we got that going for us. But as far as things that are over, some news you probably didn't hear is that March 2nd, Netflix will no longer be available on the PS3. So rest in peace. Because I'm sure that was getting used a lot. Alright, filibuster, wasting time. I think we have to just sacrifice not getting that level. I think it's probably fine. Then the question becomes, sell this for better links right now by 1 damage, though? I mean, it's only +3/+3, but it's not like a combo with this necessarily anyway. I'm down to kind of just have things like this. Free roll. I guess a cucumber, maybe. Free roll. Granted, we're looking for the tier 4, you know, visitor, leaf gecko, whatever it's called. I guess if we had to, leaf gecko to maybe try to get the achievement, because I'm pretty sure I have the achievement for visitor. PS3 is the only console you own. RIP. No Netflix for you. No Netflix for you, it seems. We would have had a level... How do you say this? Takuxi? Takuxi? Tasuxi? I don't know. I actually have no idea how you're supposed to say that. I have not a clue. Damn, we're still in 3s? We did those levels on the first turn, huh? Yeah, we got no shot of getting much leveling here. And you don't really... Today, Junior, you don't really want this level 3 out of these 3. You'd probably rather the Mothman, because like you're supposed to be doing ailments, so that makes some amount of sense. That being said, I'm not necessarily married to it, but I guess I will just do this. Granted, there's no reason for me to really be married. Oh, are they gonna kick another field goal? Alright, 12-0 is pretty bad news. Double digits up is bad. Oh, that's a lot of stats right there. That's a lot of stats. We got a big moth. A big moth man. Alright. This on you seems like that'd be a good idea. That's fine. Palafin. What? I missed something. I missed something within the... Okay. Well, that doesn't really work with these, huh? Maybe that was stupid. Do this. Move this here. Level. Not level. Roll. We'll lose out on a... This is until next turn? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. If still standing, game permanent stats well. Okay. I think this is actually a better way to do it. Because the Mothman is likely to be able to get a kill on its own and have the stat. Oh, but it won't have it. No, we'll have it. Yeah. So then, boom, did the weakness make that permanent stat not work? Order of operations? Why was that the order of operations? What the heck? Okay, well, either way. Whoa! Level 2 there is huge. This is big. Honestly, I'm down to next turn, probably. Probably, yeah, next turn. If we had avocado, I would have bought that instead, but it wasn't available at the time. But yeah, flounder, level the... Oh, just a joke how to pronounce the dolphin's name, because palafin is a different thing. I get it. I don't know, a bunch of things happened. The Mothman didn't even have to attack yet. Okay. Sell. Buy. Eats 2 foods, transforms, get the back 2 most friends. Probably these 2, because this is already getting close. There's not, like, cheap food to buy, so you just kind of do this, I guess. I mean, in a sense, it's... Ooh. Asparagus on flounder would have been good, because you got 1 more off of it. Yeah, I guess I rolled or something before that happened. I missed it. I guess then... Now what? You go like this? For the time being? That seems reasonable. I feel like that's reasonable. Almost tempted to not... Like, the Lynx maybe doesn't need to actually stick around. Perhaps I should just be giving the stats to the Mothman and such. Nice snipe. I mean, that is nice to see that pop off, though. That is a nice combination of things. Okay, hold on. Do this. Boom. That's also pretty good. This is all pretty good, huh? Just give this an extra stat piece. In a sense, the Mothman is nice here in that you almost, you don't really actually need to rely on having the level 3 of the visitor, but you still kind of get like the stats temporarily as if you would have. And then if it was ever attacking, it would get some permanence from those too, but... We're already at 9 out of 10. I don't know when that happened, but apparently that happened. So that's good. Snipe their Link, so not much loss. Oh, 24? That's a pretty big dog. Oh, we lost. Okay, without... Well, actually. The Cucumber paying off. Full health, 10 win. I just wish I could have got the Mothman achievement. Although, maybe I have that already. Perhaps I do. I actually might already have that. Let's see. That was a 10-minute 10 win, by the way. 10-minute 10 win. I do already have the achievement. Alright, well then I don't feel as bad then. Do I have a alien? Or visitor? Oh, I don't actually have the visitor. Dang, I thought I did. I guess this kind of works with this. It only gains attack. I would rather this, I think, this turn then. Loose pianist? Wow, are we back on the Olympics ski jumping penis gate again? Groundhog Day. That was another thing I wanted to mention. Ailments teams rule, summon teams drool. Kind of, yeah, to be honest. Not gonna lie, kind of, yeah, to be honest. Works 2 times. 2 enemy attacks. I think I just... this. It's fine. Drake May dropping back. Tons of time. He almost never has had any time, and he made a bad throw. That's straight up a bad throw. Not... never mind, it's great. Never mind, it is great. Level. Something cool. You know, these are fun. These are cool. Gotta imagine you Toad here with the multiple attacks plus Tootie McGavin. And then I guess you, for the same reason, throw in one of these. Throw in one of these fellas. And... I think I'm just rolling. Is that crazy? We only have 1 tier 3. Yeah, we could just roll. There you go. There you go. 4 field goals with no touchdowns. You know, that might be a Super Bowl stat. You're not wrong. That could be a stat of some kind. The weakness did work pretty well there, I would say. Now, there's not really a way for me to bring up this topic that doesn't make it, like, sad, but I do want to bring it up, because, I don't know, it's a famous person, musician, that, you know, I enjoyed some of their music for sure. The singer of 3 Doors Down, Brad Arnold, passed away this past week at 47, which is, that's messed up. 47 is too young for that to happen. Not that it's ever, you know, not that it's like ever a good thing, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to get at, right? Right? I was rolling to potentially get double levels, and I'm saving this level for next turn, because tier 4s are where the business happens, it seems, this weekly. Jump, jump. Alright, they got me on that one. Fair enough. Not gonna have a full health gauntlet, but our direction will be made quite a bit here. Well, not really an option, huh? It's kind of just, you take the deer, because you're hoping this is gonna get some weakness, this is gonna get some weakness on stuff, and then get going. That being said, not particularly excited about what we got here. It's just okay stuff. Was really hoping to get, okay, get rid of that, get this. Really hoping to see, well, I guess all of that, really. I guess take this because you get the benefit of it being leveled this turn, and then there's a unicorn again, which is kind of just too good to pass up. The other thing is that it's not just that it's too good to pass up, it's that I don't really have anything else going on anyway, is part of the other thing, I guess. Which kind of seems like that's how this weekly is. It's just stuff, and then you kind of go, you kind of just have to go ailments unless you, I guess, toss in a Leviathan for stats, and then you're doing a 4 squad, which seems not like a thing you necessarily want to be doing this week. Or just like generic scaling somehow with Dragonfly. Unicorn's just there to like anti-ailment, and then I don't know. It feels like most things are dying so, like, it feels like there's not that many attacks that happen. So a Black Rhino, while in theory feels like it could be good this week, it feels like with all the snipes and the ailments that things are being one-shotted a lot. That I feel like this would only trigger once, maybe. Feels pretty hard for this to go off twice. That's where my mind is at in that regard. Well, that's interesting. I guess they went all in for the purposes of the level 3, level 2 fellas to try to make something happen there. Okay. Well, we can, I guess, remove that, throw this back here, money next turn, roll, roll, roll. Just because keeping this with the weakness probably is a good thing to be doing, is my theory here. We lose out on 1 spawn. Okay, Secretary Bird. Not bad. We're gonna not quite shoot the Secretary Bird. Yeah, we ain't winning this one. That's not a surprise, though. Just checking in on the Patriots there. Okay. Level this, give us some direction. Well, okay, there is some weakness there, or some crisping. This is just generally good. I think time to get rid of you. Bring this in. Arguably cucumber if we don't see anything. There's the visitor. You know how this works. You know how this works. I would rather get the, I mean, I guess we could go for level 3 visitor achievement, but I want to get the, I want to do the gecko. Feels like that'd be nice. There we go. It's not any of those. Again, this is nice, but eh. Okay, well that's also nice. Start a battle, give 2 most friends XP and stuff. Oh. Oh! Alright, it was a good punt return, but it wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. He kind of got around the edge there for a moment. He kind of got around there at the edge for a moment. Oh yeah, Groundhog Day. People were betting on like Poly Market and stuff for if Phil would see his shadow. So that's an interesting world we live in. As well as somehow like athletes, some NBA athletes and stuff are able to be partnered somehow with Kalshi, which is another type of prediction market. Don't really know how that is supposed to be working, but apparently that's just a thing we allow now. Granted, once the gambling stuff started opening back up again, sports gambling stuff in the past like 5 years, I kind of knew it was over. In terms of like seemingly many things that are happening now. We're just like forgetting why we did all of the things we've been doing for some reason. In regards to like rules and regulations, we just don't seem to care why we were ever doing that in the first place, apparently. Whether it's gambling or environmental stuff or, you know, the law. You know, separation of the 3 branches of government. Hiring people that are qualified for positions instead of random flukies that will do whatever you want, do whatever you wish. Anyway, we could technically level 3 visitor right now. We could technically level 3 unicorn right now. The vampire bat, in theory, should be good with the visitor, as we just saw. So that would mean either selling the deer or selling the dragon. Selling the dragon would mean that these will go on the things that die from this right away, which would be good because they would take extra damage. We could also just level 2 this right away as well, which would also be even stronger because it'd be 8 damage a shot. The deer, I guess for some reason, if the things that got icky on the opponent's team were still alive after the octopus, you could then say the chili damage from the deer would be nice, or just being something that's not I'm looking at these two and feeling like I gotta sell one of them. That's how I'm feeling right now. Feeling like I gotta sell one of them. It's really interesting. We could kind of just do whatever we want. We could level 2 the octopus, level 3 this, level 3 this. You probably would want to level 3 this before you level 3 that, but we are a ways away, so we do kind of have to think a bit long term. I don't think that level 3 in the unicorn right away is quite the play, though. I think what I would rather do is sell this. Nah, I'm not gonna do the crow. Do this and get this situated for the future because awesome. What the frig? Because there's a chance that we basically just do the same team and get rid of the red dragon for the manticore again, really. All right. Yeah, that works pretty good. Alright, well, I still think that this is probably better first. And then this to get closer, and then this, and then you roll, and then you get a red dragon. How crazy would it be to not do this in order to have a unicorn more likely to show up? It's probably too greedy. It's probably too greedy. Level 2 octopus would also be a nice thing to put on next, I would say. Okay, yeah, everyone's just anti-ailment, but I shot... Okay, that is one benefit of the dragon into the vampire bat, is shooting other people's unicorns. Now, the problem is we did still lose. That is a problem with what just happened. First level 3 visitor. Dang, I was really hoping... I think we might not get there. But let's see. Depends on the team, but it seems like... Okay, this one seems doable, because we're going to shoot their... Shoot and burn the guy in the back. We shoot more, we gain more. We shoot more, we gain more. Alright. Man, Patriots are not looking good. They're dropping balls. They ain't catching. They getting sacked. They ain't looking hot. Way too much rolling for... Okay, you know what? This is probably worth taking. Do this, get some stats. That's at least something worth purchasing. And you know what? Do it again. Do it again. I gotta at least purchase something. I gotta make something out of the turn. This to me feels so beatable. Oh, that's a lot of levels. No doubt about that. But you also leveled my things, which is pretty good for me too. Pretty good for me as well, it turns out. I think I am gonna keep the dragon. I know that you could do the manticore and stuff, but we literally just did this team, but without that part. Well, the funny thing is that almost all of this, no matter what, is getting overridden, so in a sense I should have put the pancake on something else like I did last time. Transform into an exact copy of a random enemy. You know what we could do? At this point, it might be worth doing that. I would say. Now, this does mean that the vampire bat's not really going to be shooting people that are getting the double damage weakness on it, but that's still probably okay. Pretty strong looking team. They did weakness, but I think that worked out worse for them. They sillied the dragon, and then I feel like my dragon did more triggers of its stuff there. Okay, level 3 of that, we'll take that. I think it's better to just do these because they happen pre-battle before everything gets all weakened and ailmented and all these other crazy things. Speaking of, alright, they're gonna have a big moth, but it's gonna be double damaged. Well, it wasn't, but then it was, and then we got a 10-1 again. But at least, even though this was a very similar team, at least I got my level 3 achievement. for the visitor out of it, right? So there's some recompense. There's at least something of value, not just, oh, he did the strategy that's clearly the strongest thing again. But hey, you know what? An almost really long 10-win streak. There's a sneaky 9 in there if you're paying attention. But at least for this weekly, 4 10 wins. And yeah, I mean, seems pretty locked in as far as keep your health high if you can with kind of random stuff. Maybe some spawns, a sheep, or this or that. Maybe something you get level 2 and some change early, whatever. Take a lynx or something mid-game. You don't have to unicorn, but the unicorns are definitely going to help, especially if you're going long. Like, if you don't get wins early, you're probably going to be looking to have to unicorn or somehow get, like, Dragonfly and have a level 3, 2, and 1 that you're working with. And then, yeah, then you just kind of take these 3 units that are good. If only I could have got... I guess I already did the Mothman achievement, but I felt like, you know, spiritually it would have been nice to get it again, I guess. But okay, there you go, I suppose. Not looking great for the Patriots. Almost end of the third quarter, still down 12-0. So that's not so great. But, you know, who knows? It could still happen, I guess. It could still happen, but time for me to resume watching the game with full attention, and may the odds be in my favor. Alright, folks. That went pretty well. 4 10 wins again. Seems like that's happening a lot. Not that it matters too much, but I do want to do a raid. Sue me, I guess. So that's what we're gonna do. Thanks for hanging out and everything. Nice little halftime show of SAP. I thought was a good way to do it. Granted, took a little longer. I kind of knew it would take a little longer than the actual show, but it's fine. Make sure to moisturize, sunscreen. Make sure to floss your teeth before bed. All that jazz. You like jazz? And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow for Puzzle and Dragons, or you know, elsewhere.